Watch your ass, boy. Haha. Hope you had headphones on. Let's get this shit fucking rolling, baby. I am wired right now. It is 7 p.m. and we're going to go over a bunch of breakouts. This is going to be probably one of the best educational videos that you've seen from me. We're going to be going over a ton of shit today. And yeah, just make sure that you're locked in. I don't really make these crazy fancy edited YouTube videos. I give straight education and straight value. I'm not one of those guys that are gonna have fucking shit flying across the screen, how you can become prof. Like, no, bro, it's bullshit. I'm gonna give you guys real sauce, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I look for when I am trading breakouts. Now, let's get into it. It's super simple. I'm basically just gonna be reviewing breakouts and going over some setups. First one that I do want to go over is SMCI. So before I even do start, for anybody that's new, I trade breakouts. I trade momentum and I trade stocks that like to move. For one, I do not day trade. For two, sometimes I'll day trade here and there if my setups does not swing. But I don't trade on funded accounts at all. So if you're a funded trader, this isn't something that you should watch. And I don't trade futures. I trade shares, I trade options, and I trade in the stock market. So that is number one. Also, number two, I like to trade with momentum. I like to trade stocks that make big moves. So something like this. I want to see a stock make a big move up. I want to see it consolidate with higher lows, lower highs. And then I want to see a breakout for the continuation, and I want to catch the whole entire move. Now, a lot of people think in order to catch big moves in this market, it's super hard. Realistically, it's not. It's simpler than your favorite ICT day trading strategy. It's less stressful, and you can make a fuck ton of money. This is where generational wealth is built. It's built in the stock market. It's built by holding trades for a long period of time, not quick back and forth funded scalping, ICT unicorn model, dick and ball strategy like most traders trade. So yeah, I want to make millions and millions of dollars, not pass my funded account. So please get that through your head. This is a strategy that is going to make you a lot of money. Now let's get into it. The first stock that I do want to go over is SMCI. The reason I do like this is because we're over the 200 MA. This is the SMA. This is a simple moving average. I really do like this simple moving average for the 200 because it's like a long-term support level. That's what I like to see. When you see the moving average below price, that means that the stock is bullish. If you see SMCI over here, you could see this is an insane swing trade right here. You could have caught this and probably had you and your whole family in fucking Lamborghinis. So this is a really good swing trade. You can see when it's above the MA, it's pretty bullish. For the most part, when it's below the EMA, you don't really see too many swings. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of momentum. Right here there is, but under the 200, it's just improbable, if I'm going to be completely honest. So you can see just in the past, like if we go to the weekly on SMCI, when this swung, it had a lot of volume down here and a lot of momentum, which is what you want to see. And it just looks like this is kind of like what we want to do again. You know what I mean? It's something like this. This is how I like to look at it. You know what I mean? Market IPO'd back here, started to pick up, swung. I want to see it swing again, just like this. You know what I mean? It swung like this. I want to see it rip right above this again. And you can see it's really setting up right now. So on the weekly time frame, for one, we do have this sort of like a base right here, right? On the weekly, you could see we've rejected right here. We've came back above it, rejected it. Actually, rejected it right here. Came above it, but rejected it. Reject. Slowly trying to get above this level. Now, if you look at the daily time frame, like I said, we're above the 200. When we are above the 200 MA, that shows you that the stock is now bullish again. It's in a bull trend, it's in a bull run, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? It's making a move to the upside. Also, it is above the 10 and the 20 day. If you watched my last video, I reviewed and went over what that means. So make sure to watch my video right before this. Depending on where you're watching or when you're watching this, literally the video that I uploaded right before this talks about all that stuff, so you can watch that too. You see that we're getting above the moving average. We see a nice move right here. We start moving sideways again, try to break out. We did break out, but then we lacked a follow through, pulled back again, and we're still chopping. Remember, we're chopping at this level of this resistance, right? A lot of resistance. I mean, you can call this resistance right here, but we kind of got above it and then got back below it. So I still look at it as like, okay, this level is not really getting broken above with strength. We keep dying below this level. Reject. Get above it. Still slow. So I'm looking for momentum above this, right? What I want to see is something like this. I'll just give you an example. We want to see volume above this level, and it doesn't even have to pull back, but stocks pull back. That's what it's meant to do. And then I want to see a swing, right? Now I don't need to hold it all the way until up here, obviously, but we can catch something that even looks like that. That's not that hard. You know what I mean? You just want to be very strategic and just make sure that you're following your strategy and following what you're supposed to do. So like I said, usually I like to see stocks make big moves up, go sideways, and break out. It is very simple. Like, it is not that hard. Like, all jokes aside, what's hard in trading is making good choices and being mentally prepared for what you're supposed to do. A lot of people are not mentally prepared. They're not mentally okay with the outcome, so they act on that, right? They get greedy, they revenge trade, they overtrade, they full port. That's what's truly holding you back. If we keep it 100, maybe it's not the strategy, maybe it is the strategy, but I would say 90% of traders lose because of a lack of mindset. So mindset is everything. You need to be working on your mindset. But first you got to get the strategy down. So you can see stock made a pretty big move up above the moving averages, started going sideways right here. We have strong resistance right here, right? Strong resistance. It's going sideways, building higher lows, lower highs. We have a lot of resistance. What I want to look for SMCI is a move above that. I'm going to be watching this week, and I think that we can look really good. I'll be targeting this high up here. And like I said, we're above the 10 and the 20. We're above the 200, so the stock is bullish. It's setting up pretty nice, and I would like to see that blast right there to target that high. By the way, this is Monday, July 21st, 24th, excuse me. Right? Yep, 24th. So I think that looks good. Also, something that I want to go over is ASTS. This is my biggest gainer of the week. We took this trade all the way down here, and I want to show you how I took it, right? So you can see stock has a lot of fucking momentum. For one, it's above the 200 moving average, and you can see we had a lot of momentum right here. The breakout down here was insane, right? If you took this right here, you're fucking banking. Especially if you have like 2 weeks to a month out, you would have been holding this the whole entire time. There's no reason to sell it. It's above the 10 and the 20, and it's just slowly climbing up like stairs. That's what stocks do, guys. They go up and they move up like staircases. They'll go up, they'll pull back, they go higher. They pull back, they go higher. And this is what we're catching. We're catching the breakout every single time it makes that step pattern. That's what I like to call it when it goes sideways. And that's what we want to see. We want a stock to go up, sideways, and then up with a lot of momentum again. Like I said, very simple. So you could see this was not really a bull flag. To be honest, this was more of like a falling wedge. So you can see on the stock, we had a lot of momentum. Stock starts pulling back to the moving averages, because if we go in replay mode right here, you can see we're pretty overextended from the moving averages. Plus we've had like 16 green days in a row. So you have to realize stocks don't just go up forever. You know what I mean? They're destined to pull back. So you can see we had a pullback to the 10 and the 20, which is good. Starts getting tight. Not super, super tight, but we did have some nice resistance right here. Here, I'll draw my resistance like this, or my support like this. So you could see we started to have that pullback, kind of got tighter on the moving averages, and I wanted to see the blast through the moving averages, or not through the moving averages, above the moving averages, excuse me. So this day, I didn't take it because like all the way up here was just pretty far for me to take. Plus it was like 11 o'clock. I don't mind taking trades at 11 o'clock. It's just like you could see the stock already rallied, and it's just not something that I'd want to take. So I took this the next day. So you could see market closed. Let's go back to the daily time frame. And you could see it's starting to break out. But if you also see, we still have a lot of resistance, right? So we have rejection right here, right here, right here for 3 days. So did we truly get above that? No, not really. We're getting above this wedge right here, but I would like to see one more candle like this. That's how I know it's going to break out of this to then go higher and target this high right here. And let's see how I took this. I want to show you guys. So this is replay mode, obviously. If we play this, give it some time. Let me speed this bitch up. All right, so what is this? 7:50 p.m. 6 a.m., almost 9 a.m. Bang. Okay, and you can see this is right before market open. This is at 9:15 right here. We'll put this a little slower, right? 9:15. I took this day, so let's look at it. Market opens, and remember, the green line is above breakout level. This is what we're looking at. You can see the stock pulled back, got tighter. Now it's breaking out, and usually my entries are on the first 5-minute candlestick. So you can see, I think it pulled back right away. Did it? Yep, pulled back right away. So I'm like, okay, are we gonna reject off of this high again, right? If we look at it like on like a 1 hour time frame, we're rejecting right here. But also this could just be a pullback for us to go higher. So I'm watching it, right, at market open, right? And in order to take it, either I'm looking at that first opening range high, which is the first 5-minute candle closure. So realistically, let's put it back in replay mode. Right at market open, this is what I would have wanted to see, right? I would have wanted to see market open, bang. 5-minute candle closure with momentum, with volume. That's where I'm entering. Stop loss goes to low of day. But you can see that did not happen. So market opened, we pulled back. As soon as we got above the moving averages, that's when I took it. So wait, you see how we're still below the 10 and the 20. This is bearish on the day. I'm not taking this. Wait until we get above it right here. Bang, that's where I took it. That first 5-minute candle closure right there. My stop loss, depending on which contracts I picked. It really depends because like sometimes I'll take a week out, which I usually don't do too much anymore. Sometimes I still do it. Or I'll take like 2 weeks to a month out. If I took a week out, this stop loss is too big. My stop losses are usually at low of day or negative like 15 to negative 25%. It really depends on how the trade is playing out. In this situation, my stop loss was low of day because I had 2 weeks out. You could see we got above the moving averages and this was history. For this day, you could see I absolutely banked this day. Ended up ripping. I think I was up, I don't even remember the first day. I think like 50 to 70%. And you can see how we closed. We actually closed all the way, bang, up there. And this is what the stock looked like on the daily. So you can see that breakout right there, right? That was a beautiful, beautiful breakout with a lot of momentum. You can see this stock had a lot of volume today, and it looked really, really good. You can see just like right here, this is the cloud. You guys can add this, and I'll show you how to add it later on. But this white cloud right here is average volume. That means like on an average, how much volume a stock gets. We don't want to see average volume. Who likes to be average? Nobody likes to be average. Fuck being average. Especially in stock market. We want to see above average. We want to see above the average volume, right? You can see anytime we get above the average volume, the stock is ripping. Stock is ripping. So you can see we have declining volume. See how the stock is declining? You know what else is declining? The volume. See how the volume is declining. What do we want to see? We start to see the volume increase, especially on this day. We saw a lot of volume, and that's what made us take it. Excuse me. And then the rest is history. I'm gonna let replay mode go on the 4 hour, and I want to show you how much money I made with this. Next day ripped, next day ripped, next day ripped. So you can see this made me over 300%. Everything is documented in my Discord, by the way. I'm not going to go and edit it and put my P&L on the screen. I don't feel like doing that, if I'm going to be completely honest. Because I'm just going to edit it, or I'm just going to end this and just fucking post it right away. But yeah, caught like around 380% on this swing trade, and it was a beautiful trade, bro. I held this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and it fucking ripped. I made a lot of money. I made over $8,000 total on this stock. Should have made more, but I was lighter. I wasn't light size. I was like medium size with this. But yeah, looked really, really good. And this is what you're supposed to look for. You know what I mean? You don't want to look for some baby moves. You can see the ADR on this stock is 7.5%. That means that the stock moves at about 7% on an average. So you can see this is what 7% looks like. If we use the price and date tool, I think that's what it's called, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check really quick because I like to make sure my shit. Yeah, date and price range. So you could see like this is about what the stock moves on an average. Just like size the candles up. You know what I mean? It's just an average. You know what I mean? That's what the ADR is, average daily range. So 7% is a lot, you know what I mean? You could see something like Amazon. Amazon has only a fucking 1.7 ADR. Where do you see a lot of volume in Amazon? You don't see too much volume. It's choppy, it slowly goes up. This is not something that I want to take. Even like right here. I actually did take this, but it's just like, bro, it broke out, made me money, and then it's just, it's not doing shit. Shit's ass and titties. It's like, you don't want to look at that. You want to look at stocks that are going to do this. They have a lot of momentum. They're above the 200, and they look fucking good, dude. They look amazing, and this is what you want to see. Also, like on Tempest AI, I'm pretty sure this had a really good breakout. Where was it at? Right here. I think this was a little bit after earnings. Like, look at this when the stock IPO'd. You know what I mean? IPO'd, whatever, starts getting strong, pulls back, creates a tight wedge right here. And look at the breakout. From this high, gets really, really skinny. That's what you want to see. You want to see these candles get very, very, very thin. Because when the candles get thin, what does that mean? Declining volume. Look at this. This shit has no volume right here at all. And then what happens? You see some nice volume, starts to get higher and higher and higher. Look at this swing. You would have taken it this day. We'll back test this because that's what this whole thing is about, right? So you can see Tempest AI. I'm actually in this stock as we speak for a swing trade, and we'll go over it after this. Tempest AI gets really thin, volume's dying out. We're like right below the moving averages. Remember, I do not want to take a stock if we're below the moving averages. It wouldn't make sense to me. So let's go on the 5-minute time frame, and we'll see where we would have taken this breakout. I have never charted this, by the way, so we'll see. You can see we have a wedge, starts to get super tight, barely any volume. The stock is not moving at all. We want to see it get above this with volume. Let's see market open. Is this market open? Yep. I don't know why the pre-market's like this. But look, a lot of volume. I would have taken it right there, most likely. Or on a pullback, depending. Probably not. Probably would have taken it right there, depending on which contracts I would have picked. Let's see how this would have played out. Pulled back a little bit, holding the moving averages. I would have been in drawdown, 100%. It is what it is. That's trading for you, bud. People be like, oh my gosh, I'm down $40 right here, bro. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a pussy, bro. Find a better entry then. Enter on the pullback. Me personally, I enter on volume. I would have never gotten stopped out, and let's see what the stock would have done. Pulled back a little bit, held the moving averages, gapped up. I would have been taking profits all the time. Gapped up. Gapped up. Like, damn, this shit's ripping. I wish a motherfucker in 2024 would have told me about this shit. I would have had my Lambo by now. But yeah, the point is that this stock went brazy, bro. Absolutely brazy. We'll see. ASTS actually looked good too. So, dude, that was a fucking nasty trade. Now let's look at why I'm in it right now. I want to show you. So you can see, this is why I'm in Tempest AI literally right as we speak. I took this. So we're going to go in replay mode because this is the day that I actually took it. You can see, for one, we're above the 200, which is pretty good. Obviously, it's not ripping right now. We're actually declining. So this is more of a wedge setup. Remember, I either like a high type flag, something like this. That's a high type flag. Or I like something that has made a big move up. It's above the 200, and it'll pull back. It'll pull back, chill on the moving averages, and it'll get tight. This is called a wedge pop right here. That's what I like to call it. Bang, wedge pop. You enter. You want to see the continuation. So it's only been 2 days so far. I'm not really up that much money. This is a floating position that I have right now. But you can see, look at this resistance. You know what I mean? It's sitting right at the moving averages. As soon as we get above the moving averages and pop above it, that's where we want to see. So you can see Tempest AI, I'll show you exactly where I took it. It's kind of like the ASTS setup. It didn't happen at market open. Didn't really show volume, bang, ripped. That's exactly where I took it, right here. Pulled back, whatever, it doesn't matter. My stop loss is either somewhere down here. Really depends on which contracts. You can see, like, low of day is far. If you have 2 weeks out, your stop loss is not going to be this big. You know what I mean? It's going to be something like this, right below breakout. And you want to make sure that you're cutting your losses very, very, very quick. You don't want to hold a fucking trade for dear life and just hold on to your losses. That's probably why you're unprofitable. Like, I'm sure if you're watching this, you might be that guy. Because trust me, I was that guy when I first started. I would hold my trades even when they're losing, and I just be like, please go back up, please, and that shit never goes back up. You get yourself cooked and you lose all your money. It's like, bro, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You can see if it got back below this and failed the moving averages and tanked, I would have been out for a super quick loss. But you could see pulled back, bounced right off of the moving average, ripped, and then today this is what it did. It actually started like, it went a little higher. I was up like 40% up here, and then it just fucking tanked today. I'm still in it, though, because it's still above breakout level, still holding. You can see on the 4-hour, holding the moving averages. Hopefully we can bounce right here. I mean, who gives a fuck? I don't really hope. I just do what I'm supposed to do. But we'll see if it bounces right there. And, yeah, this could be a really, really good trade. I'm pretty sure I have August 1st or August 8th contracts, so I won't be holding this for too long, but it could still look good. So that's all that matters. By the way, I did put a Zin in. This is my first week ever trying Zins. This shit has me fucking wired. You can judge me if you want. I've never done these shits before. This shit has me. Woo! Boy, I'm hyper as shit, boy. Nicotine and caffeine, bro. I just had a coffee and then I don't know what this is, bro. I'm gonna just keep it 100. I was gonna hide it from you guys, but I don't know, bro. Got this shit. I got a little upper deck ski, and I'm freaking locked, baby. I've been charting for the past 4 hours, bro. I did not make $1 million trading yet. I did not. So guess what, chat? We gotta do what we gotta do to fucking lock in. Let's get it. It's late. I've been working all day, and I'm tired. So pop the little Zinchino. Let's get fucking locked in, baby. And yeah, Tempest really, really good. Played out very well. Also, D-Dog. D-Dog is something that I took today. I want to show you guys this. This is, I wouldn't say this is like a 5-star setup, but it's still a really good setup. Let me move my alerts up real quick so I can show you. You can see D-Dog has a lot of momentum, right? It gets above the 200, and it's been uptrending for a pretty long time now, since these April lows when we had tariffs. Made an upside move, pulled back. Made an upside move, pulled back. Made an upside move, pulled back, right? This gap up right here, this big gap up, this was from it getting added from the S&P. And yeah, got added to the S&P, pulled back to the moving averages, because like I said, stocks do not go up forever, guys. Look at this. If we're this high up, you think it's going to keep continuing? No, bro. That shit needs to get pulled back. It's how stocks move. Pulls back. Look, higher lows, lower highs, higher lows. Bang. Broke out today. Now, I want to show you where I took this stock. This was today. I did not take it off of this. If I did, I probably would have gotten stopped out. But where did I end up taking this? I actually want to show you my exact entry. I have it alerted. Adding D-Dog, $150 calls at 11:06 a.m. That was my exact entry, 11:06. Bang, this candlestick right here. So, got above the moving averages, saw a lot of volume, 11:06, bang, took it right there, pulled back, kind of started chilling, started making a move back to the upside, and now we're up here. So, I did take this at 11, literally like right here, a little bit after we got volume, because you can see we faked out in the morning. I want to show you this real quick. You can see like we had a big move. I would have taken this, to be honest, if I saw it. I just didn't take it, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would have probably gotten cooked on this big ass pullback. But you could see a lot of momentum. This is normally where I would take it, either like right up here or like on the pullback. And then I didn't, so it pulled back, got above it, didn't take it right here at 11:05. Pulled back. I took it at 11:06 a.m. I'll show you guys just real quick. Adding D-Dog, $150 calls at 11:06 a.m. So, like I said, everything is documented. I put in there when I'm entering, when I'm exiting, everything. So, got back above it with momentum right here. Took it on this candlestick, pulled back. I was down, I don't even remember, 5%, 10% maybe. Pulled back, started swinging again, still holding this. Look at the daily time frame. Daily got above this range right here. You can see, made an upside move, higher lows, lower highs, into resistance, bang. Got above it. Look at it on a 1 hour. Usually when you look at it on like a 1 hour or a 4 hour, it usually looks better. So like look at it right here, kind of got above it. And yes, I am going to be taking this to the gap, because usually when you do see gaps like this, they tend to get filled. So what I'm looking for within the next couple of days is it slowly filling this gap. And yeah, we can make a fuck ton of money with this. Remember, it's not a day trade. It's not a back and forth ICT concept, gay boy fucking trade on a funded account. It's swinging momentum stocks that want to go higher. It is very, very simple. You want to see stocks that like to go higher. Does this stock like to go higher? Ask yourself. That's all you have to ask yourself. Looks like it wants to go higher to me. I mean, if we back test just every fucking sideways setup, breaks above it, rips, right? Let's do it again. Sideways setup, breaks above it, rips. Sideways setup right here, breaks above it, rips. Sideways setup, rips. You know what I mean? So like, what's stopping it from ripping again and filling the gap and going even higher? So yeah, that's exactly why I'm holding this. I do have my alerts set, and this is exactly what I'm targeting. So that's also a good stock. Reddit is going to look really good too. It kind of looked good today, but we have a lot of resistance on Reddit. So I'm going to move my resistance up a little bit. And you can see this is just getting a lot tighter. On Reddit, for one, this has a 5% ADR. You can see that right down here, this little green thing down here. I showed everybody how to add the ADR as well. It's in the last video. But you can see we're above the 200 on the daily, and that's the only thing that matters. Last time we were above the 200, it made a big upside move, pulled back, chopping, got above it, pulling back to the moving averages. Now I do want to see something like this, right? Break above it with some momentum, has a 5% ADR, so I think it can look good. Once we get above it, I want to see it swing. So that is very important. In order to catch a swing, you want to see momentum. What is momentum, Johnny? Momentum is when a stock moves very fast with a lot of volume and that actually has like a move that it wants to make. You know what I mean? Look, makes a pretty big move up from these lows. Let's measure it. You can see from this low, swing low down here to when it gapped up and ripped, made a 50% move. Started going sideways, making higher lows and lower highs, getting really, really tight on these moving averages. And now, like I said, if we look at it on like a 1 hour, it's getting super tight. I would like to see it above this resistance for something like this, right? Bang, I would take it right here at breakout, target this high up here, and I want to see it continue to go, right? Very, very simple technique on this. I want to show, what was another stock that I saw? Oh yeah, this is a good stock that I'm going to be looking at, which is RBRK. On the daily and the weekly, this is having a really, really good setup. And this has a lot of momentum as well. So a lot of momentum on this stock, holding the 10 and the 20, just surfing it, riding to the upside. Higher lows, lower highs, higher lows, lower highs, right? Holding the moving averages, not going anywhere. Slowly declining, but not tanking, right? You don't want to see a stock do this. This is what you don't want to take. Upside move and that, you don't want to take that. It's obviously not showing that buyers are holding. In this situation, you can see we have a lot of momentum and it pulls back like stocks are going to do. People are taking profits up here. You have to realize it's going to pull back to that 10 or the 20. But is it selling off? That's the question. Is it doing something like this? No, that means that buyers are still in control and it's getting tight and volume is declining. So you can see we have a lot of volume right here. And then you can see volume starts declining. What do we want to see? We want to see the breakout above that, and we want to see the volume start to break out and get higher and higher and higher. That's what makes me want to take this. So this is a really good weekly setup as well as a daily. It's just getting super tight. We have a nice wedge right here, and I would like to see the pop above this, right? You can see we're above the 200 as well. It's been trending up. So if we could see something like, let me extend this. If we could see something like this, I would take it on that first 5-minute candle closure. Depends, because a lot of the times you want to see it at market open, like right at resistance. Like you don't want to see market open down here. It's not as probable. You want to see like pre-market it get up here and then market open, bang, right there. You want to take it on that first 5-minute candle closure, and then you want to see the continuation, and it will look something like this. You can see that's a nice wedge pop. We would take that and we would take it with like 2 weeks out to a month out, or you can even take it on shares, right? You take it on shares and you hold until it fails the moving averages. That's usually when you want to hold it. And also for like selling, this is a big thing. You don't want to sell until it breaks below the moving averages. Like, let's give an example. Let's say you took this breakout all the way down here. Fuck, you would have made a lot of money, right? Are you selling? Are you selling? Are you selling? No, whole time you're not selling. First day I would have sold is right here. This is the first day I would have sold. That candle right there, we broke below the 10-day. You see that? And now it's just sideways. So why would you hold it still? It doesn't really make sense. You want to make sure that you're holding until it gives you a reason not to. So let's say if it does break and it starts swinging, why would I exit this? Like ASTS had a huge pullback this day. Huge pullback. Did we close under the 10-day? No, I still held it this whole entire day. Remember, I've been in the stock since this day. We pulled back super close to my break even. I think I was up like 50%. I went from up 300% to up 50%. Gave away a lot of profits, but that's trading for you. You can't be scared about giving away profits. You have to hold it and stick to a strict plan. Now, today it actually like pre-market it dumped. I don't know why the fuck that happened. It is what it is. But like you can see, pullbacks are meant to happen. And then what happens goes higher. So really good reason to hold that. If it's holding moving averages, there's no reason to sell. A famous quote that Qualamaggie says is, you'll retire 10 years later if you don't hold your stocks. So make sure that you're holding your stocks, and that's how you're going to make a fuck ton of money. We can also go over MSTR. It took for 300% over here when Bitcoin broke out. Beautiful breakout right here. Let me delete all these alerts. Don't know why these are still here. So for one, MSTR above the 200, a lot of momentum, starts making a big range. This is also a good weekly breakout that I took. So you can see on the weekly setup, starts getting higher lows, lower highs, higher lows, lower highs, holding the moving averages. Remember, if it really wanted to sell off, don't you think it would have sold off by now? Price is holding the moving averages. Also, MicroStrategy, you can see, is a big investor in Bitcoin. If we look at Bitcoin right here, Bitcoin was the same exact setup, holding the moving averages, getting really tight, it broke out. That is what led me to take MSTR. It literally looks like the same exact setup. So you can see it gets really tight on the weekly, pretty tight on the daily, gets above this resistance. I'll show you where I took it. Took it right up here. 5-minute candle closure above this entry, bang, that's where I'm taking it. Stop loss below the range or somewhere down here. And you can see, usually I'd put my stop loss like these lows, because if we get back all the way below these lows, there's no reason to hold it. And you can see, ended up ripping, and then ripped the next day, ripped the next day, ripped the next day. 300% gainer on this stock. Beautiful, beautiful trade. And I made a fuck ton of money on it. A lot of money. I literally after this breakout, I was in New York and I literally withdrew it and the next day, and I spent it on a watch. So yeah, I bought a Cartier for like, I think 8K. 7.4 if you want to be exact. And I made a lot of money off of this. So that was a really, really good trade. Made me a lot of money. And it could have made you a lot of money too. Also, Rocket Lab. We can go over Rocket Lab too. This broke out. I didn't take this, unfortunately. I got stopped out. Thinning out right here after a pretty big move up, right? So a lot of momentum. You can see the stock rips, pulls back, rips, has a lot of momentum. That's all you need to look at. Look at the monthly time frame. Is this a good stock or no? You can see the stock rips, pulls back, rips again. So what do we want to see? We want to see the break above these all-time highs right here. If we go on the daily setup, you can see all-time highs. We break above it right here, start to go sideways, slowly trying to break above it. I don't see too much volume above this, you know what I mean? You could have taken it this day, starts thinning out, bang, a lot of volume this day. Let's see where we would have taken this. We would have taken it right on that 5-minute candle closure. So you see, starts ripping right here, you could have taken it right here, bang. 5-minute candle closure, stop loss back below the level, and it would have ripped. Next day would have ripped, next day would have ripped, next day would have ripped, and so on. You know what I mean? Absolutely fucking beautiful trade. You would have held it this whole entire time, right? Like I said before, probably 17 times now. This isn't a day trade. This isn't like a back and forth, just like yo, let me get in, let me get out. It's not that stressful, guys. It's like you get in and you just hold the fucking trade until it tells you not to. You would still be holding it now if your expiration was later out, but like, see how we make that big move up, we pull back to the 10-day, now we're still getting thin. You know what I mean? And this is something that I'm actually looking at. We're slowing down with volume. You can see if we go down here, a lot of volume on breakout and on the continuation. And now look at volume, declining volume. What is the chart telling you? That it made a big move up and it's making higher lows, lower highs. We have resistance. It's not super tight, but it looks good. If we look at it also on like a 4-hour, look at this. A lot of resistance right here. Some support. Support, not breaking below. This is getting thin. I would like to see this breakout again. I'm actually going to add this to my watch list. So this looks really, really good. You can see what's stopping this stock from ripping and going even higher, right? That's what you want to look for with this stock. It looks really, really good. Also, Hood. Hood was a good one. Let's look at Hood. Let me delete all these. Hood was good. Where was Hood? Down here. This would have been a good trade. Also, right here would have been a good trade. Right here would have been a pretty decent breakout. I like this breakout though right here. 3 days of consolidation and a fuck ton of volume. But we'll look at it down here. You can see like gets above the 200, starts ripping, pulls back, bounces off the 200. We have a nice base right here, nice range, rejection. Let's see the day of breakout, which was this day. Go on the 5-minute time frame and look for our entry, right? This was breakout day. You guys just saw the chart. Gaps up above breakout. Let's see first 5-minute candle closure. Bang. Is this the first 5-minute or is that pre-market? It's pre-market. First 5-minute candle closure, you could have entered on that or you could have entered on the pullback right here. Let's just say we entered there, stop loss at low of day. Wouldn't have got stopped out. And then you can see if we go like a 1 hour, history repeats itself. Just what happens? Pulls back, absolutely rips. Would have taken profit this whole time. And you can see it's just like, bro, look at the freaking stock, dude. Pulls back, There's going to be days where it's slow, too. You're going to be giving away some profit some days, but you have to be able to hold. That's what it's all about. Look, it goes even higher. So look at the breakout. Breakout is absolutely amazing right there. Pulled back a couple times and then just kept ripping. You could have added shares and you, like, look at that. A beautiful breakout. I'm so pressed I didn't even add shares. And you would have been holding this whole time. Now, why? Can anybody in your head, ask yourself, why would you hold this the whole time? If you said because it didn't break below the moving averages, you're 100% right. Look how we just slid on those moving averages up the whole entire time. We're literally riding these and just bouncing off the moving averages. We're surfing it like a wave, as Koala Maggie would say. Beautiful, beautiful trade, guys. It's like it doesn't get better than that. We can also look at QBTS. I hit 900% on QBTS, above all-time highs right here. So you can see on this stock, has a lot of momentum. It's also in quantum computing, which is in a leading sector. Starts ripping, pulls back, rips again, rejected, rips again, rejected. So you can see this was all-time highs right here. This is an all-time highs break that I took. Go to replay mode. I took it on the 11th, was it? Or no, the 16th. So it was at $11, excuse me. So $11 breakout, right? Rejection, 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 rejection. I'm looking for a candle closure above it, a daily candle closure. Obviously, I would take it, but we want to see it hold with volume. See how it broke? Went right back down. We want to see it rip and hold. Market opens. I think I took it. I don't know exactly where I took it. I'll tell you where I would have taken it, though. I low-key forget where I took it. I probably would have taken on the break of this. Bang, right there. Yep, that's where I would have taken it. Stop loss back into the range below the moving averages, and we'll see what it would have wanted to do. I caught 900% on this, guys. This fucking ripped. Also, it has a very high ADR. The ADR is 11%. So this moves on an average of 11%. I think I actually got stopped out. Did I get stopped out? I'm so curious where I entered. I wish I could, like, check the date. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. Whatever. I entered sometime this day. I genuinely forget. I might have entered once we got back above the moving averages in the PM session. I genuinely forget, though. I know I entered on this day, though. That was the candle closure. So I entered in the PM session 100%. I do remember. I got above the moving averages. I did not enter right there. I got stopped out, actually. Stopped out insanely. And then it got back above it with some volume right here. Enter on that. What is this? A 15-minute time frame. Look at the 5-minute candle. Got above the moving averages. Entered right there. That's exactly where I entered. Stop loss went right here. I knew I wasn't tripping. I was like, wait, what? I swore I entered on the 16th because that's where it closed. So look, what else happened? Ripped overnight. Bang, ripped overnight. And then fucking I hit 900% all the way up there. And I held it through this day too. Because you can see, these are my alerts up here. They're still there. And then it ended up rejecting up here at $19. And I took it, or I exited it. I exited it. Sounds weird saying that. Once we got below the 4 hour right there, I think it was this day. Yep, exited it this day. Once we broke below on the 4 hour. Now, the only reason I didn't use the daily time frame is because I didn't have like too long out of an expiration. And then it ended up just tanking. But yeah, took it on this daily close right there. You could see on the 16th, and then it ended up ripping over. The stock went about from where I entered 70% in like 5 days. So I hit 900% on this stock. In fucking sane. And I'm still looking for the stock again to make another like all-time highs break. Looks like the same exact setup. Break, or tries to break, tries to break again, tries to break again. That's where I took 900%. It literally looks like the same exact setup. So you can see we actually did have a candle closure. I didn't see it, if I'm going to be honest, and I didn't take it. So I'm looking to take it. That happened 2 days ago too. I'm looking to take this literally again once we can get volume over this, and then it can continue to go higher. Also, QUBT is something that I took as well. You can see I already had this marked out. Look at this breakout down here. This is a beautiful, beautiful breakout. This is quantum as well. So you can see this is exactly like QBTS. Is this on the 12th of May? So you can see on this daily time frame right here, price rejects, 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 rejects. Actually gapped up off of earnings. I didn't take it right here, but this is a good breakout. Gapped up off of earnings and then went sideways. And then I took it, where did I take this at? I think I took this right up here. I would have to check. forget the exact dates. I take so many stocks, if I'm going to be honest, I'll forget exactly where I took it. But this was a good breakout. That was earnings gap. But right here is where I took it, this breakout. It didn't follow through, which was kind of shitty, but I still made a pretty decent amount of money. I think I made over 100%. You can see, got pretty tight right here this day. Got above it, swung the next day. I took profits this day and this day. Of course, every single day I'm taking profits, but I'm not like taking a big portion of profits. I'm usually taking little by little, like 10 to 20% at a time when I'm trimming. And then it ended up just kind of breaking below. And then got out of it. No reason to hold it. And now you can see it's kind of setting up again. Just needs to consolidate a little bit longer. Something like this. This is what I'm looking for on the stock, you know what I mean, to make it go up. And then you want to see it break out just like that for the continuation to where the all-time highs was. But yeah, QBTS and QUBT was really good. I'm going to end this right here. How much time is this? This is 40 minutes. So I love every single one of you guys. I hope this helped you a little bit. I just wanted to chart on here and go over some breakouts with you guys of some random stocks that I'm looking at, stocks that I've taken, and stocks that just can make you a lot of money and that have made me a lot of money. So if you like this video, I'm going to make more videos like this. And if you watched it to the very end, make sure to leave a like and make sure to comment and ask me a question or just like give it a thumbs up or something. I want to know that people are actually locked the fuck in. I want to make more videos like this. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.